sprint day. Yes. How do you do? Nice to see you folks. Hi, and welcome to another stream. If you're new here, then basically what goes on is that I make a song as fast as I can. I start with nothing. At the end of an hour, 2, 3 maybe, I have a song. I try not to spend too much longer than 3 hours on a song if I can help it. Yeah, it's getting a little more kind of regular that I am hitting 3.5 hours, which is kind of unusual for me. Normally I like to be a little bit faster than that. If I'm doing these without a camera and without you guys helping me out, then I tend to just get in the flow, not really talk at all and not really expound my thoughts. I'm not commentating everything that I'm doing along the way, and basically I can just get on and do it and do whatever I'm thinking in my head without actually having to say it, which means I'm much faster. However, I'm rambling already. What we're going to do today is we're going to make a new song. Easy as that. I don't do lots of takes. I don't make everything absolutely perfect, as you're about to hear. In fact, far from it. Essentially, I think it's much better for me to, at the end of the day or at the end of each session, have a song that I can show for it, or have something that I could use as a demo, or maybe if it's even close enough to be finished if I'm lucky. But rather than go, oh, I've really got that snare sounding good today, I prefer to try and just kind of capture what I've got at the moment and use it. Okay, let's bring up portals, and we are in session number 21. Awesome. And this is session number 1. And I've already got a name because I was listening to a podcast this morning while I was in the shower so that I could smell really nice for you guys today. And it was the Lateral Podcast with Tom Scott, who's, a British geek. There was something about Stone Cold Steve Austin that they were mentioning, and I just thought Stone Cold would be a really interesting kind of start. I haven't had a song called Stone Cold before, and it could just take us in an interesting place. I just thought Stone Cold, let's just use that and see where it takes us. It may take us to interesting places, it may not. So what are we starting with today? I'm thinking I kind of was playing around. I've been playing a little bit of piano. Now, this is not saying that I'm getting better at piano by any means, but I have been playing a little bit of piano and just kind of mucking around with a few chord sequences. Late last night, I was very red-eyed and just about ready for bed, and I was just playing around with this thing, and I'm pretty sure it's like a Radiohead track or something, but I think I'm going to try and I'm going to change it up, but also make it my own or whatever, and just use that as a kind of basis. I mean, chord sequences there are so many. The Paco Bell, for example, that 60% of, I'm just making numbers up now, 60% of statistics are made up on the spot, and this one is indeed one of those. 60% of pop songs all go around not pop songs, but a whole lot of popular songs will go around the Paco Bell thing. And if you haven't seen the rant on YouTube about that from many, many years ago, then do watch it because it's quite funny. But yeah, chord sequences or chord progressions, they come and go. So that said, I know that I'm going to be starting in D. Again, I think I'm going to start a bit like last week, where I'm going to start with 2 piano tracks because I kind of liked what happened with the piano last week. I think we're good. I'm just actually going to go over here and just record, I think. No, just find a bridge. I don't know, there might be something in there. Okay, so I've got one in left, one in right. I've got me in my current in my right. I've got old in left. Let's just see. Wish me luck in remembering. Well. I kind of want to do another one on those because I think I could probably do it. Oh, you know, I always say it. Can I do it better really though? I don't know. Maybe I just edit what I got, right? Is it good enough? I do not know about that. I do not know about that at all. I'm just thinking about putting some bass on this while I'm having a listen. So maybe I'm going to make that track now while we listen. Okay, that's something rough to work on. It's all feeling a little bit kind of all over the place, but we'll go with it. I'm going to play some drums. I'm going to delete it and do one more. I actually prefer the end of the last bridge, but you know what? I'm keeping whatever we've got there because I've probably got enough. I might just steal the last little bit of that previous take. Okay. I think we're onto an edit job now. Okay, so that's kind of bridge things. All right, so let's just do a quick rough. So let's have a look at arrangement for a start. Okay, so we're going, that's a kind of a bridge out to a chorusy kind of a thing there. I'm not quite sure what goes on there, but I kind of want to add a few more like piano, maybe a Rhodes. Now, shall I just nick a chorus? Sure, just nick a chorus. What goes next, folks? I'm starting to think lyrics. I kind of want to put some choral things in here. I'm just wondering whether I put the choral in the verse or the chorus. I'm going to call this B-Vox regardless. Oops. Okay. That's what it gotta be. Lots of semitones around there. Okay, now is that where we go into our bridge? I just don't know how we're going to get in there. Okay, let's just try it in there. Sorry, I realise I'm standing here looking like a dumb skullet, a scummed dullet, a numbed, I don't know what anyway, stunned mullet, I don't know. Oh, what I did forget to grab was my drums from that same spot. Oh, I grabbed the drums, but I didn't grab anything else, you fool. You fool. Okay. Oosh. Sometimes I just annoy myself at my ineptitude at times. And just see what happens there. I don't know what the bass is doing in there. Try a crossfade on that. Sure. I kind of do want to do that. fine if there wasn't so much reverb on it. Okay, so that's basically just there's nothing up the guts for those ones, or nothing up the center. Okay, I'm going to make some Vox tracks. I'm going to call this verse Vox because I'm assuming that this is what's going on. I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm just making the song. Let's just have a quick check-in. Okay, we are 2 hours and 25 minutes into our stream. Holy shamoly. I've got some drums. I've got some bass. I've got 2 piano parts. I've got a Rhodes part as well. Doesn't seem like much. I feel like I've been going a little slow today. It's not like I've been spending, I guess I've been spending a lot more time on trying to get things right, which is unusual for me. But I feel like I've just taken my time today, and that's a bit strange. Either way, let's just see if we can't start working out some vocals, eh? Let's just bring up our notes. Number 021.001, and we are stone cold. Steve Austin, stone cold. Steve Austin was the $6 million man, stone cold. We meet, I'm anxious. We meet. You're anxious? You're anxious? We're anxious. I'm anxious. Let's make it personal. I'm anxious. We meet. I'm anxious. My heart is in my mouth. And when you open, we meet. I'm anxious. My heart is in my mouth. And every word you're saying. I'm just going to record this so that I've got a guide as fodder for the gristle. I don't know. What fodder for the gristle? Fodder for the gristle is horrible. I'm giving a whole lot to a situation, in a new meeting situation, and I'm not getting anything back. And every word you're not saying, I'm filling in the gaps. All right, so I'm not getting anything back. I find myself filling in the gaps in conversation. I'm filling in the gaps in conversation with thoughts you may not feel. It's lies. It's nothing. I'm not anxious. We meet. There's nothing. We meet. There's nothing. We meet. There's nothing. We meet. There's nothing. I'm filling in the gaps. I'm filling in every word you're not saying. I'm overthinking what's going on. Maybe. I don't know. In your head. Don't like the words. I'm overthinking what's going on in your head. Putting words in your mouth. That's the trouble. That's what happens, you see. Well, if you're too quiet and nobody knows what's going on, they're going to say that you said things that you didn't say, maybe. I don't know, making stuff up. Cold feet. I'm running. Mind running. And again, I'm filling in the gaps. And every thought you're not voicing, and every thought you're not voicing, I'm overthinking what's going on in your head. All the little words that you've said. That might time out. The little nitty gritty. The little gritty. The nitty gritty. Ah, there we go. Nitty gritty little issues. We meet. There's nothing. I'm filling in the gaps. And every word you're not saying. I'm overthinking what's going on in your head. Putting words in your mouth. Cold feet, mind running. I'm filling in the gaps. And every thought you're not voicing.
overthinking all the little words that you've said, the nitty gritty little issues coming to a head.
Something like that. I'll just see if I can get another one in there. I think I'm just going to chuck a little harmony on that one. Just
We meet, there's nothing, I'm filling in the gaps, and every word you're not saying.
okay. Verse two, because we've got to stay in this verse. We've got to stay in this place first. So we'll get there. Ticking up on 3 hours though for a stream. Crikey. Let's smash out some more vocals. In time, you'll open, you'll start to fill the gaps, and when we finally get to conversation, to talking, that's better. When we finally get to talking, I find that you were just afraid of me, of the folks that came before me, being like folks that came before me. I find that when we finally get to talking, you were just afraid of me being like folks that came before me. I don't know how on earth I'm going to time that thing out, but this has got some weird timings in it, so let's just figure it out along the way, eh? And now we've moved beyond that. I think I need a little bit more something in there. The honesty is flowing. You've shown you care about the world around you, and that includes a little me. I don't know. Let's just see if I can't do all of that.
In time, you'll open, you'll start to fill the gaps, and when we finally get to talking, you were just afraid of me being like the folks that came before me, and now we've moved beyond that. The honesty is flowing. You've shown that you care about the world around you, and that includes a little me. Are you for real?
Kind of like that. It felt a little bit honest. Okay, I might just put the harmony on this one. I kind of like the octave. Up here. So maybe I'll do the octave and another second one. I'll just do the octave one first.
In time, you'll open, you'll start to fill the gaps, and when we finally get to talking, you were just afraid of me being like the folks that came before me.
Okay. Now I'm just going to do the octave on this one.
We meet, there's nothing, I'm filling in the gaps, and every word you're not saying. I'm overthinking what's going on in your head, putting words in your mouth.
We all live in our own worlds. Okay, I think this is chorusy kind of times coming up. We all live in our heads. We're alive in our minds. There we go. We're alive in our minds. Even though you were stone cold. Even though you were stone cold. Even though you came alive when I shared, you came alive when I, because I like that it goes major there because it sounds like it's a positive thing that we're kicking into, which is, good. Came alive when we shared in our time. I don't know, maybe. I'm just going to try, maybe.
We all live in our own worlds. We're alive in our minds. I assumed you were stone cold. You came alive when we shared in our time.
Yeah, sure, whatever. I just threw a harmony on it to see if it'd work, and I don't know, it kind of works.
We all live in our own worlds. We're alive in our minds. I assumed you were stone cold. You came alive when we shared in our time.
Yeah, okay. Sounds almost like a magnetic fields kind of chorusy thing, doesn't it? Might notice that I'm not enunciating consonants very much. It makes it easier to line up the backing vocals. Now, let's have a look at some bridge vocals, because that's kind of where we're up to. Okay, so what was that lyric there? So much unsaid in all our heads. Yeah, maybe. Okay, so.
So much unsaid. Unsaid in all our heads. So much unsaid in all our heads. So much unsaid. So much unsaid in all our heads.
Sure, why not? That's strange. I mean, we've kind of got some stuff going on. I might just have a quick... I was thinking about some guitar in some places, wasn't I, actually? Yeah, okay. I think that kind of feels like the end of our song. Okay, I'm just going to do a little work on the chorus vocals because there's absolutely nothing on them. So I just need to just give us a minute on tidying up these. How are we going, folks? Just checking in, actually. Let's just check in. We are 3 hours and 49 minutes into our stream. That is ridiculous. This is just about 4 hours. What the hell's going on, Winter? Get your shit together. Get things finished. Come on. I don't think I'm going to be putting anything else in terms of things on. I might put just an occasional tiny little triangle or just a little xylophone thing on at the very, very end, just a tiny piece of percussion, just as a thing. But yeah, I'm just going to tidy up these chorus vocals. This is ridiculous. I've taken 4 hours. What's going on? I've only done one song. Oh, my word. Tell me off. Please tell me off.
We all live in our own worlds. We're alive in our minds.
Okay, listening to the chorus a lot there. Okay, so are we close? I think we're pretty close. Literally just one more element I'm going to chuck on there, I think, and that is the Glock. Glockenspiel.
We all live in our own worlds. We're alive in our minds. I'd assumed you were stone cold. You came alive when we shared in our time.
Okay, sure. I think I'll go with that. Okay. I think it's time for mastering plugin. I'm going to chuck the Kramer tape on it because I really enjoyed what that did last week. And I'm going to put it on that wide open mastering thing because I actually kind of really liked that.
I'm overthinking what's going on in your head, putting words in your mouth. Cold feet, mind running. I'm filling in the gaps.
Okay, folks, I think that is the end of our song. What I might do is see on that bridge. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Might just be a little thing in the background. Sure, we'll go with that. Let's chuck that mastering plugin back on and bounce us out. Okay. I don't think that was too offensive, was it? That's us. That's us. We're bouncing this out. Okie dokie. I just want to say thanks very much. Let's just go on to here and say thanks very much to all of you for hanging out and helping me out with this track. Yeah, so quite a nice little laid-back track today. I don't think that ended up being too bad. One thing I was going to mention before we actually get finished today is I wanted to say thanks very much. I've hit 100 subscribers. Now, I know that that's minuscule in the YouTube grand scheme of things, but to me, that means heaps. Adam Rutten. Adam, if you are watching this stream or if you're watching the edit afterwards, you were my 100th subscriber. And I've got a little treat for you if you so desire. So if you want, please just flick me a DM or flick me a message. I don't know what it looks like yet, but I just wanted to say thanks for being my 100th subscriber. This poor little guy down here in, little old New Zealand who's just making songs and really enjoying it. I really appreciate your time, and I really appreciate the loving that you guys and the positivity that you give me through the chat and through the channel and all the messages and that kind of stuff. So I really, really do appreciate it. If you do have some friends that you haven't told about the channel and that you do want to kind of go, hey, Chris is doing some interesting stuff over here, you should probably check it out. Send them a link to one of my videos or whatever. I really, really appreciate it. If you're watching the edit, then coming up straight away at the end of this talky bit, you get to watch the track, or listen to the track rather, in its entirety. It's all done. It's all waiting for you. You just need to stick around and the final thing will play. You've seen it be built. Now you get to listen to the final results. There you go. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking. I really love you guys. I really do. It means so much that you hang out with me on Saturdays. And we'll catch you right here next week. Same time, same bat channel.
What's going on in your head? Putting words in your said, the nitty-gritty little issues coming to a head. We all live in our own worlds. We're alive in our minds. I assumed you were stone cold. You came alive when we shared in our time. In time, you'll open. You'll start to fill the gaps. And when we finally get to talking, you were just afraid of me being like folks that came before me. And now we've moved beyond that. The honesty is flowing. You've shown that you care about the world around you, and that includes a little me. Are you for real?